Were you a part of any of the baby oil freak offs?
No, I feel like my man Dave Chappelle when I Feel Ugly. I wasn't invited to none of that shit. I'm like, damn, why? I even hung out with the nigga once, and we was in London. That's the only interaction I ever had with Puff, and he had a party at the same time at a.
It's on the tapes. I believe Barack Obama got a tape.
Yeah, he playing hide the hot dog.
I know Jennifer Lopez has multiple tapes.
Oh, yeah. Oof.
I know Beyonce got a tape. I definitely know they probably recycled some old Stevie J and Eve stuff. I know Drake got a tape. I know Rihanna got a tape. I know Chris Brown's on one of them tapes. I know Trey Songz has been like a supporting actor in many freak off film. Definitely Usher. I think what would shock people are the politicians. And the royals that were on that tape. And I'm still trying to figure out when Harry and Meghan are going to be honest about their freak off tape. I don't think anybody really wants to talk about the fact that the royal family has.
Okay, guys, so it looks like we may finally be getting the truth about what really went down during Diddy's infamous freak-offs, and it's sounding crazier than anyone imagined. So right after Diddy got sentenced to jail, people who were too scared to talk before are suddenly coming forward with what they saw at his parties. And let's just say the stories are wild. One of the first people to spill the tea on what went down at Diddy's parties is Omar Gooding, and let's just say he came with some pretty heavy allegations. So he's alleging that not only did Diddy have those wild late-night parties where all kinds of things went down, but he is also alleging that the celebrities that attended these parties were infected because Diddy had been hiding his HIV status for a long time. But that's not all. Omar Gooding is ready to call out every celebrity he saw attend Diddy events to further save their partners or the community at large because people are getting infected without them knowing. In case you missed it, Diddy just got hit with a 50-month jail sentence after being found guilty on 2 counts of interstate prostitution. Now, people felt that the sentence should have been way longer, but still it felt like a step in the right direction because people had somewhat lost faith in the case after he somehow beat the more serious RICO charges despite all the evidence and multiple witnesses testifying against him. Fast forward a few weeks after the sentencing, TMZ dropped a photo of Diddy in jail, and let's just say that picture gave everyone some relief because a lot of folks weren't even sure he was really locked up. I mean, this man's got powerful friends who could easily pull a few strings, but here's where it gets wild. That one photo set off a whole chain reaction. Suddenly, people who were too scared to speak up before people who'd been to those infamous Diddy freak-off parties started coming forward with their stories. And from what they're saying, those parties were nothing like the normal Hollywood parties we thought we knew. So, one of the first people to really open up about what went down at Diddy's so-called freak-off parties was Omar Gooding. And according to him, what he saw was straight up disgusting. But here's where it gets even more explosive. Omar isn't just talking about what went on at those parties. He's claiming that everyone who took part might need to get checked because Diddy is allegedly HIV positive, and apparently barely any condoms were being used. And if y'all notice when the feds raided his homes, there were few condoms in sight, but a lot of oils because Diddy was not really known to be a fan of those. But hold up, that's not all. Omar is reportedly about to call out every celebrity he knows who attended those parties, including his own brother, Cuba Gooding Jr., because he says they could be a risk to society given the alleged infection they might be carrying. Omar Gooding announcing his brother's name as one of the people who attended Diddy's parties that might be carrying an infection didn't come as a shock to many people, as Cuba in the past has been rumored to be on the DL. People who followed the whole Diddy situation may remember when music producer Lil Rod Jones already filed a massive lawsuit against Diddy. And guess what? He actually named Cuba Gooding Jr. as one of the defendants. In that same lawsuit, Lil Rod claimed that Diddy's assistant allegedly tried to groom him to be passed around to Diddy's associates. He revealed in the lawsuit that Diddy tried to pass him to Cuba on one of their trips to the Virgin Islands. He revealed that while they were on Diddy's yacht, Diddy introduced him to Cuba and left them alone. In a studio on Diddy's yacht, Lil Rod revealed that Cuba began touching, groping, and fondling Mr. Jones's legs, his upper inner thighs near his groin, the small of his back near his buttocks, and his shoulders. He revealed that he was extremely uncomfortable and proceeded to lean away from Mr. Gooding Jr. He rejected his advances, and Mr. Gooding Jr. did not stop until Mr. Jones forcibly pushed him away. So, here's the thing. This isn't even the first time Cuba Gooding Jr. has been caught up in serious accusations. He was already taken to court for allegedly violating 3 different women at Manhattan night spots back in 2018 and 2019. So when it comes to boundaries and consent, let's just say Cuba's track record is looking really questionable. Now, it's really no surprise that Omar Gooding put his brother's name first on the list of celebs who need to get checked after being linked to Diddy's freak-off parties. But even with all that, Omar made it clear there's still love between them. Family is family. Still, he felt he had to warn the public, basically saying, if you've been involved with any of these people, including my brother, you might want to head to the hospital and get checked because the chances of being burned are high. And here's the wild part. Omar admitted in an interview that he refuses to even talk to Cuba about his ties to Diddy. Apparently, everyone who saw Cuba around Diddy said he was swinging both ways, but Omar says he avoids that conversation entirely because of family dynamics. He's the youngest sibling, and there's a big age gap between him and Cuba, so he's always kind of stayed in his lane.
To the Diddy story, the cases, whatever's going on, you know, your older brother.
Yeah.
How do y'all handle that conversation in regards to just his name being in the mix with all that? Do you talk to him about it, or is it more so, does your sister talk? Does your mom talk?
It to me, it goes back to the age difference. My mom would call your brother. I'm like, why? Why? He's not gonna listen to what I say. I'm the little baby brother in his eyes. I could be 37, 47, or 57. I'm still the baby fucking brother. That's just kind of how my family is. Just keeping it a buck. Even though my mom wants, oh, y'all should be together. Oh, why don't you call him? Why? People don't understand this. It's kind of like when women ask their men, how is so-and-so? And we go, oh, he's fine. No, but what happened with the scandal and blah, 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 blah. Bitch, I don't know. We was out hanging. You think when I go see my boy, I'm like, so, bro, how's that stuff? I don't give a fuck. Like, you see the game, nigga? You right. Shots, let's go, come on. Because that's why we together.
Yeah.
We're together to have a good time, to hang out, to just forget about the other shit.
Still, Omar says he knows what he's heard, and more importantly, he knows his brother and what he's capable of. Also, inside sources are alleging that some of the names of the celebrities that were at Diddy's freak-offs who got affected are Trey Songz, Usher, Justin Bieber, Jennifer Lopez, Jay-Z, Beyonce, and a couple of Hollywood big names.
It's on the tapes. I believe Barack Obama got a tape.
Yeah, he playing hide the hot dog.
I know Jennifer Lopez has multiple tapes.
Oh yeah. Oof.
I know Beyonce got a tape. I definitely know they probably recycled some old Stevie J and Eve stuff. I know Drake got a tape. I know Rihanna got a tape. I know Chris Brown's on one of them tapes. I know Trey Songz has been like a supporting actor in many freak-off films. Definitely Usher. I think what would shock people are the politicians and the royals that were on that tape. And I'm still trying to figure out when Harry and Meghan are going to be honest about their freak-off tape.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody really wants to talk about the fact that the royal family has.
Now, apart from the celebrities, Omar is alleging that there are far more powerful people at the event, as it felt like the event was some sort of place where friendship and connections were built. So it wasn't just celebrities, politicians, royalties, captains of industries, and let's just say people who were top of their field, and Diddy was like the bond who brought them together. Let's just say, y'all, some of the names on Omar Gooding's alleged list won't really shock anyone who's been following the whole Diddy saga, because even though these folks didn't have to stand trial alongside him, their names did pop up here and there during the investigation, and trust me, it definitely raised some eyebrows. But here's where things take take a wild turn. The real shocker isn't just the celebrities. According to Omar, politicians, members of royalty, and industry power players are on that list. Yeah, we're talking about people with serious influence, and allegedly they were deeply connected to Diddy's wild lifestyle. Now get this, Omar claims that these same powerful people are actually the reason Diddy ended up facing trial in the first place. Why? Because they supposedly needed to get their hands on the tapes. Diddy was rumored to be holding the ones that could have exposed a lot of high-profile faces. And word is, once those tapes were secured, it was game over. Or as folks online are saying, no face, no case. Omar Gooding, exposing celebrities who got infected at Diddy's parties, had fans talking, and they left comments saying, everybody want to do interviews now, but a year ago, they didn't say nothing. Exposing someone for having HIV is not betrayal. That's looking out for them and whoever they might potentially not tell. Definitely a lifesaver. They covered for Diddy, just like they did for EP Stin. We know that the same people were involved with both of them. We live in a sick world. So what do y'all think? Was Omar Gooding right for exposing these celebrities and warning the public about what allegedly went down? Or do you think there's way more to this story than what's being reported right now? Drop your thoughts in the comments, then check out the next video.